You also help people with liver cleansing and detoxing. What do people need to know before they start a liver cleanse? There's a lot of products you can buy out there over the counter and just jump into it.
Very good question, and smart way to even approach the discussion. Because of course people are reading online all these different things they can do. And the liver has varying degrees of fitness for doing cleansing and detoxing. And depending on someone's status, their ability to handle that is what has to be looked at. If someone's really ill, chronically ill with whatever it might be, we would not want them to be doing a major liver detox and cleansing because it's a demand on the body that they may not withstand well. You can actually set someone back. They can't clear the toxins you're stirring up or that kind of thing. So I used to use the words tonifying for, some nutrients I use that are liver tonifying, meaning that it's not going to stir things up, it's not going to release a bunch of toxins into the bloodstream, but rather help the liver do its job better. That's kind of one area that I feel comfortable we can help everybody with, even if we're not ready to do cleansing and detox. Cleansing and detox, then sometimes people are fit and ready to do it, and sometimes we get them ready. And then it would be likened to like the one day a year that we can set out toxic substances on the curb, and the people that pick it up, they'll take it to a separate place. Well, cleansing and detox is like saying, okay, pull it all out of those hiding places and get it into the bloodstream so we can clear it. That doesn't feel very good during that time to get it back into the bloodstream, but it takes a certain kind of effort to get it into the bloodstream. The body tucked it away in fat or wherever it might be for a reason. They said, ooh, we can't get rid of it all. It was too much, so we're going to store it away from areas that it could cause as much harm. So
if someone doesn't know what they're doing, what are some of the effects that could happen if they just
If they don't know what they're doing, it's like an overdoing, or they can make themselves ill. I mean, those very toxins that they're pulling up out of the tissue, and especially fat likes to store it, can make them very sick. And so depending on their capacity to handle that phase, some people get sick and have to go get help. The chronically ill, I've seen people report at least that they had to go to the hospital. Not something that we knew about ahead of time, but I mean, they came in later and said, oh yeah, I tried to do this, I read about it online. And I don't think that happens often, but that would be the worst case scenario, where their body, phase 1 and phase 2 liver detox, just wasn't prepared to handle what they were stirring up.
On the other side of that coin, if someone does it properly, what are some of the benefits that they could get if they do a detox or a liver cleanse?
Oh, you can imagine if you got a clean slate, let's say in any arena health-wise, it feels good to kind of unload something you were lugging around that you didn't need. But it has to do with functionality of the cells. And when you translate that into many organ systems, you see an optimization in overall health. And so depending on what each person's symptom picture is, what their health is, it helps in each area, and certainly optimizes hormones. Our efficiency with detoxifying our own hormones is part of an integral part of hormone balancing. And if you're not doing that well, it doesn't help to add more hormones, because you can get toxic from those. So.
Speaking of detoxification, what are some of the methods that you use that you find successful or had success with?
I don't know how familiar you are with the training in naturopathic medicine, but we have lots of there are both old school things that we were taught, and then coming into current era ways to think about liver detox and cleansing. My practice evolved over the years to the point where I have been utilizing a program, 21-day program, I would say, is the most common thing I do, but I always individualize based on the person. Might be a 7 or a 14-day, but there's a 21-day program that utilizes meal replacement and nutrients to really do the job.